How's it going, guys? My name is LongBarrel and welcome back to MLG Columbus 2016 Team Pick'em. Now today we're moving on to the quarterfinals, and clearly group stage day 3 went sort of good for me, sort of not good for me. Now I definitely could have done better if I didn't pick Mouse Sports to win against Ninjas in Pajamas. Clearly Ninjas in Pajamas won that match in a best of 3. They won in this, the third map, and I mean, come on. Nobody could have made the prediction that Ninjas in Pajamas would make it out of groups with Threat. Okay? Threat stepped up massively, carried his team through the third map, and Get Right, we're starting to see Get Right get his form back. Now he's starting to look really, really dangerous. Now, because they lost, or they won against Mouse Sports, I did lose 5 points on that. Well, technically, I didn't lose it. I just missed out. Now, Fnatic, Counterlogic Gaming, and Virtus Pro, all those games went great for me. I was really sweating for Counterlogic Gaming against Gambit Gaming. That was one hell of a tight matchup, but they pulled it through, and now we have a second team in the quarterfinals alongside with Team Liquid. Now, ironically, they're going to be playing against Team Liquid in the quarterfinals, so it's guaranteed that one team is going to make it out of the quarterfinals into the semifinals, but we'll see what happens later on. Now, to get into the prediction for the quarterfinals, we have Navi versus Ninjas in Pajamas. Ninjas in Pajamas, again, looking really, really good, with Get Right stepping up big. Forest looking really good as well. And then Threat, he's kind of underperforming some maps, kind of doing well on other maps. I guess it's just if they give him some space to roll some kills, that's how it's going to work. Now, Navi, at the same time, they're looking really strong. I don't think they've gotten a single team go over 10 rounds on them, so far they're looking super strong, just like the regular good old Navi is. Now, surprisingly, Guardian's actually not doing too well either, so he's having his entire team kind of get him through this tournament, but it looks like they don't need him anyways. So like, as long as he starts performing in this quarterfinals, I think we're gonna be good against Ninjas in Pajamas. Now, overall, I still think that Navi is going to beat Ninjas in Pajamas. I'm not going to double cross myself, and I'm not going to say that Ninjas in Pajamas are going to beat Navi. I think that's a bit of a stretch. Yes, they did have a chance against NAP, but it was a close one. It really was. But, I mean, what can you do? Natus Vincier, I think you have my pick. And now I'm going to move on to the next matchup, which is Fnatic versus Astralis. Both teams looking super, super good. Fnatic got beaten by Team Liquid. A lot of people are saying that Fnatic should not have gotten beaten by them, but Team Liquid played really, really well. They did take him into overtime, and you know, what can you do? This is CSGO, and it was a best of 1 series. But now that we're moving on to the best of 3s, Fnatic did really, really well against FaZe Clan. They didn't give him any chances to get up, get any rounds on them, and just overall Fnatic things are just it's looking like they're just going to dominate this entire tournament if nothing happens in the quarterfinals. Now, Astralis, again, also looking very good, but it doesn't look like they got challenged too much in this entire tournament so far. They did an easy win against Gambit Gaming, and then played an easy game against Counterlogic Gaming to go 2-0 in groups. So it's not like they're getting challenged way too much to be making a prediction that they're going to win against Fnatic. While Fnatic, yes, they got challenged by Team Liquid, which is a tough opponent compared to CLG. But either way, I still think that Fnatic is going to go and get the win for this matchup. They're going to run away without W, so my pick goes on to Fnatic. They're my boys. I'm a fanboy. Moving on. Now, here's an interesting matchup. Team Liquid versus CLG. Now, I did say previously that CLG is my favorite North American team, and I want them to succeed more than any other team in this tournament, even more than Fnatic. But the funny thing is, I want Simple to win this major more than any other player in this entire tournament. Now, the reason why I say that is because this 18-year-old kid who left, Ukraine to go move across the entire sea to go play with a North American team is just unreal. He left everything behind to go play Counter-Strike, to be with his team, to kind of qualify for the major, to win the major. And now they actually have a chance to even make it into the semifinals. So I think that Liquid is going to beat CLG. Now, I'm sorry, CLG, you guys are my boys. I love you guys, but I just don't see you guys taking Liquid out of the quarterfinals just because of how they looked against Fnatic. And at the same time, you guys did look a little bit sloppy against Gambit, even though JDM stepped up massively. So my pick is going to be on Team Liquid, and I hope that everything is going to go great with Liquid, and maybe they're going to move on into the finals. Now, Luminosity Gaming versus Virtus.pro. We just saw Virtus.pro annihilate G2 Esports in a convincing fashion on map 1 and map 3. Map 2 obviously didn't go too well for them because I'm pretty sure they're one of the worst teams on Inferno. So that kind of went south for them. But Luminosity Gaming, again, played 2 matches. Convincing map against Ninjas in Pajamas and an easy match against Mouse Sports at the same time. So who do I think is going to win? You know my pick. Luminosity Gaming, you guys are going to take this one. I'm not even going to make a little bit of analysis for this just because of how Virtus.pro is just... They're just not looking too good to be playing against high caliber teams such as Luminosity Gaming. Now, this is one of those matches where I think an upset could happen. Out of all these 3, I think that this one has the biggest chance for an upset. I'm not really sure, but I think that Luminosity Gaming hasn't played Virtus.pro too much, if I do remember correctly. But Luminosity Gaming, they're still looking way too good to, I think, to give up a best of 3 series to Virtus.pro. Now, that will be all for quarterfinals. I think I rambled a bit too much, but yeah, stay tuned for more videos. I'm still doing like the highlights and stuff like that, my favorite moments. So stay tuned for those, and stay tuned for my update. This is my leaderboards at the moment. I did drop down to 4% with 37 points. Like I said, I could have done better if I just predicted Ninjas in Pajamas, but you know how this is. This is CSGO, and anything can happen. So hopefully tomorrow I'll be up into that 2% mark, maybe 1% mark, but only time will tell. My name is LongBarrel. Thank you guys for watching, and remember, be water, my friends.